Tankfest machine gun, 7.62.
Different weapon mount systems. There's that, what's the circular piece? And what does Jackal do?
So Jackal, this rolls, as you see the equipment on the outside, that can have different fitments because of its specialist rolls.
And one of the key things here, if that was to go over a mine, the blast is vented up the side, hence the V shape. You don't capture it underneath, which might flip a vehicle over. The biggest part of that massive M60 tank had a boat-shaped hull underneath it, so that again rounds would, or rather mines, etc., the blast would go up the side there. Now this is one of these vehicles you can modular, you can do other things with the car.
Yes, it is indeed modular. The main reason that it's designed to be modular is should it require repairing, then modules can be loaded
On the front, and you've got a winch as well, I believe.
Yes, so the Atlas crane, so the roll of that is that can carry up to 6.5 tons. Also, when you look at the winch, that winch is capable on a one-to-one load of 50 tons, or if there was two craft, 2-to-1 load, they could pull up to 98 tons, so really, really impressive. The dozer, its main purpose is to act as an earth for the craft, so when it is carrying such heavy loads, it doesn't get itself bogged in.
Theatre entry standard, what we're looking at with the trials vehicles.
Really impressive piece of equipment. It's got winching in. With that winching capability, if it was going to winch on, see an additional winch which it uses for self-recovery. Wiring.
And this is part of that MAN fleet of trucks and vehicles that the Army did a contract some years back, isn't it? I think that the thing there is that commonality. Most guys will be able to get in most of these vehicles, and the basic
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good reliable. What's really impressive?
that can be put into a gap, a trench. Vehicles can then manoeuvre over it without having to lay off.
Also, what's really impressive about this is at the back, should it need it, it can also tow a trailer that can carry the parcels. So
What's going on in Ukraine? Armoured engineers, vitally important again on the back line.
that's also supported by the L9A1 coaxial machine gun, or the chain gun as we refer to it in the military community.
So British design for infantry fighting vehicles, no gun ports on the side. The whole point of this vehicle, deliver the soldiers where they're needed at speed. The door opens, we'll see this in action. Door opens at the rear, and the section inside
And adopted by more regiments and battalions and being used for more versatile roles. With the chains and the ammunition.
Yeah, and Warrior's an interesting one because if you look in our vehicle, the two has been in service a long time, but they're now making new ammunition for it because this is a vehicle that will be in service a bit longer than expected.
You can see that a lot of the really effective parts of the challenge are made those.
Yeah, we've got their 120 rifle gun, we'll be moving over to... Now Megatron, it was named that because it keeps changing its form, etc. This variant, it looks at the top, you'll notice those sensors going around, and what's amazing that the step change with ADAS, and we'll see in a moment here, what that vehicle can detect, how far away, how it can process that information, and
They are indeed, and what you'll hear a lot when we look at future, so should that be raised, it can fire banks of smoke and then move into a more effective position.
So that idea, you'll have heard the phrases, soft kill, hard kill. It's this idea of detecting. There's systems on that vehicle to detect if someone's about to fire at you or is lasing you with their sights. It's also got detectors, sound detectors, that can pick up things at a distance. Now I know we're not about to do much, but what can those detectors detect? What are you going to say about this at the moment? So one of the things that happens with trials with military units is if you give a piece of technology to some kids nowadays with a mobile phone, whatever it happens to be, one of the things that's coming out is the intended capability.
First thing we're going to see, which will be situated about 5. So we mentioned earlier about the primary side and the agents. So when the primary side is working, it's doing its capabilities. It's using a system, wide area search, assisted detect. What it's doing is constantly... identify potential threats and feed that back to the group. The battle group have then seen that they require mutual support to deal support coming from armour, which can be used as fire support. There's also been a minefield identified and a further depth position with armoured vehicles sighted. The battle group have then decided that they need weaknesses of both our armour and our infantry. The armour is provided armoured protection in... As we can see, the movement is conducted in 2 separate intervals. So as you can see, it's time consuming to be able to move. When we look at the Ajax and Ares, we've also got another means of situational awareness for the crew, the local situation by the iStar assets that will act as the eyes. So now as we go, our protection and our armour must be forward of the battlefield to protect call signs behind. And we're now going to see these armoured fighting vehicles to establish that ring of steel.
and gentlemen, what an amazing display of the British Army, their modern welfare. Please give the team a massive round of applause. They've all been volunteered or dragged here this afternoon to put that display on for you, and it's wonderful to see this machinery. These vehicles are going to stay here for a short while, so if you want to get some pictures, you can do so.